Om Shanti. Today's Avyakt Murli. The way to create the portrait of your elevated fortune. Today, Bapdada, the creator of fortune, is seeing the portraits of the elevated fortune of all the children. All of you have become fortunate, but the sparkle of the portrait of fortune of each one is unique. When portraits are painted by artists, some portraits are valued at thousands of rupees, whereas others are ordinary. Here to portray the fortune you have received from Bap Dada means to put it into your practical life. It is in this that there is a difference. The creator of fortune has distributed the same fortune to everyone at the same time, but because the souls who make the portraits of their fortune are different, the portraits they make are seen to be number-wise. The speciality of portrait is revealed in the eyes and the smile. The value of a portrait is based on these two specialities. Similarly, here too, the portrait of fortune also has these two specialities. Eyes means the outlook of world benefit and mercy and of benevolence towards those who have done harm. If your eyes have these specialities, then the portrait of your fortune is elevated. The main things are the look, the smile, and the sparkle on your face. This is the sparkle of remaining constantly content, of contentment and happiness. It is with these specialities that you constantly have a spiritual sparkle on your face. It is experienced as a spiritual smile. It is these two specialities that increase the value of the portrait. So, this is what Baba was looking at today. All of you have created the portraits of your fortune. The Father has given each of you a pen with which to draw your portrait. That pen is elevated consciousness and the knowledge of elevated actions. Elevated actions and elevated thoughts mean an elevated consciousness. With the pen of this knowledge, each one of you souls is creating the portrait of your fortune, and you have already painted it. The portrait is already painted. The eyes and features have also been drawn. Now just the final touchings of completion and of becoming equal to the Father remain to be added. The double foreigners love painting a lot. So today Bap Dada was seeing everyone's portraits. Each one of you can also see your own portrait, can you not? And see how valuable it is. Always look at this spiritual portrait of yours and continue to be perfect. Out of all the souls of the world, you are the few out of multi-millions and a handful out of those few fortunate ones. However, one is to be elevated and the other is to be the most elevated of all. So, have you become elevated or the most elevated of all? Check this. Acha, today you double foreigners will race, will you not? Are you going to claim a number ahead or simply be happy seeing the ones at the front? It is also necessary to be happy to see others, but do not look at others whilst staying at the back yourself. Be alongside them and continue to move along whilst being happy seeing others. move forward yourself and also enable those at the back to move forward. This is called uplifting others. The speciality of being one who uplifts others is always to remain free from any selfish motive in every situation, in every task, and in every cooperative gathering. The more selflessness there is, the more you will be able to uplift others. You will experience yourself to be constantly full. You will always have the stage of being an embodiment of attainments. Only then will you be able to experience the final stage of being one who uplifts others and who enables others to have that experience. You saw Father Brahma. The specialities visible in the final stage were of being beyond and of uplifting others. He did not accept anything for himself. He neither accepted any praise of himself nor any items. He didn't accept a place for himself to stay in either. In terms of physical and subtle things, he always put the children before himself. This is known as uplifting others. This is the sign of completion and perfection. Do you understand? You have heard a lot of Murlis. Now become Murlidhars and constantly continue to dance and make others dance. With a flute, they are able to remove the poison from a snake. So become such a Murlidhar that no matter how bitter or harsh someone's nature and sanskars may be, you are able to control it. That is, you are able to liberate that one and make that soul dance and become cheerful. Now we shall see the result as to who becomes such a worthy Murlidhar. You have love for the Murli and also for the Murlidhar, but the proof of love is to fulfill in a practical way the pure desire that the Murlidhar has for you children. The sign of love is to demonstrate practically whatever you have been told. You are such master Murlidhars, are you not? You have to become that. If you don't become that now, then when would you become that? Do not think that you will do it at some point. You have to do it. Each one of you has to think, if I don't do it, who would? I definitely have to do this. I have to become this. I have to win this deal of every cycle. It is a matter of the whole cycle. So imbibe the determination to go into the first division. Are you talking about something new? You are simply drawing a line over the line that you have drawn so many times. The line of the drama is already drawn. You are not even drawing a new line that you would have to wonder whether it will be straight or not. You are simply recreating the reward of every cycle that is already created, because this is the account of the fruit of actions. So, what is new in that? This is something old. It is already accomplished. This is unshakable faith. This is called determination. This is known as being an image of tapasya. To have determination in every thought means tapasya. Acha, Bap Dada is the highest host and also the golden guest. He meets you as the host and also as the guest. However, he is the golden guest. He is sparkling, is he not? You have seen many guests, but you have never seen the golden guest. You call on a chief guest to give thanks. So Father Brahma became the host and gave signals, and as the guest is congratulating everyone, as the golden guest, he is giving congratulations to those who have served throughout the whole season. Who should be given congratulations first of all? To the instrument daddies, Bap Dada is giving congratulations for the completion of service that has been free from obstacles. Baba is also giving special congratulations to the Madhuban residents for becoming free from obstacles, for remaining cheerful, and for giving hospitality to all the guests. God Himself has come as the guest, and so have the children. The one in whose home God comes as the guest is so fortunate. Congratulations to the chariot too, because to play this part is not a small thing. To be able to take such a power into herself for so long is also a special part. However, all of you are receiving the fruit of this power to accommodate. So, to accommodate Bap Dada's power with the speciality of power to accommodate is also a special part or virtue. So, among all the servers, this one also remained free from obstacles in playing her part of service. Congratulations for that, and also multi-million fold thanks. Double thanks to the double foreigners because you have made Madhuban so beautiful. Congratulations for being the decoration of the Brahmin family. Congratulations for being the decoration of Madhuban and of the family. You are the special gift of Madhuban family. This is why the double foreigners are being given double congratulations. No matter where you are, there are only a few in front of Baba, and Baba is giving congratulations with a big heart to all the children everywhere in Bharat and abroad. Each one of you has played a very good part. Now just one thing remains, and that is to become equal and perfect. The daddies have also made very good effort. They are playing the parts of both Bap and Dada in the corporeal form. This is why Bap Dada is giving love as well as congratulations from his heart. All of you played a very good part. All the all-round servers, even though it may have been just a little service, that service was still great. Each one of you accumulated for yourself and also performed charity. The speciality of all the children from this land and abroad in reaching here is also worthy of congratulations. All the Maharathis together put the elevated thought of service into a practical form and will continue to do so. Those who are instruments for service must not be given any difficulty either. You must not make anyone work hard because of your own carelessness. To look after your own things is also an aspect of knowledge. Do you remember what Father Brahma used to say? If you lose your handkerchief, you will even lose yourself one day. To be elevated and successful in every thought is to be knowledgeful. You have knowledge of the body and also the knowledge of the soul. Both types of knowledge are needed in every action. The knowledge of illness of the body is also needed. You need to know with which method your body can function well. Do not think that soul is powerful, so it doesn't matter about the body. If your body is not well, you will not be able to have yoga. Your body would then pull you to itself. This is why all of this knowledge is also included in being knowledgeful. Acha, some Kumaris had a surrender ceremony in front of Bap Dada. Bap Dada is seeing all the special souls especially decorated. The decoration of the divine virtues is making everyone look so good and beautiful. The crowns of light are speaking so beautifully. Bap Dada is seeing the faces that are decorated with an imperishable decoration. Bap Dada is pleased to see this thought of the children filled with zeal and enthusiasm. Bap Dada has chosen all of you for all time. You have also selected Baba very firmly, have you not? The bracelet of a determined thought has now been fixed. Each one's thought of love from the heart reaches Bap Dada, the fastest of all. Now this elevated bond will not become loose even in your thoughts. You have tied yourself so firmly, have you not? For how many births have you made a promise? It is a firm promise of always being in relationship with Father Brahma, and it is guaranteed that you will be with him constantly for 21 births in different names, forms, and relationships. So you have so much happiness. Can you calculate it? No one who can calculate this has yet emerged. Now, always remain decorated as you are. Always wear the crown and always stay in spiritual pleasure while singing and laughing in happiness. All of you had a determined thought today, did you not? That you will become those who place your feet in Baba's footsteps. There, the bride physically places her feet in the bridegroom's footsteps, but all of you are those who place your feet of your thought in the footsteps of the Father's thought. Whatever is the Father's thought is the children's thought. Have you had such a thought? Not a single step should be out of place, nowhere but in the Father's footsteps. Let every thought be powerful, that is, place your feet in the Father's footsteps like the Father does. Acha, to foreign brothers and sisters, just as you have come flying here in planes, so too the plane of the intellect also has to be always flying so fast. Otherwise, you might not be able to catch that plane according to the circumstances. However, if you always have the plane of the intellect with you and it is always powerful, then you can go wherever you want within a second. So, you are the masters of this plane, are you not? Let this plane of the intellect be always ever ready. That is, let the line of the intellect be clear. Let the intellect always be powerful with the Father, for only then will you be able to go where you want in a second. For those whose plane of the intellect goes high, the physical plane will also fly well for them. If the plane of the intellect is not in good shape, then that plane will also not fly. Acha, Bap Dada meeting groups. Do you always experience yourselves to be elevated Raj Yogi souls? A Raj Yogi means to be a king of all your physical organs. Be a king who controls the physical organs, not one who is controlled by your physical organs. Those who move along under the control of their physical organs are Praja Yogis, not Raj Yogis. Since you have received the knowledge that those physical organs are your workers and that you are their master, then the master can never be influenced by the workers. No matter how much someone may try, Rajyogi souls always remain elevated. You now have to fill yourselves with the sanskars of constantly ruling in this Rajyogi life. No matter what happens, always remember this title of yours. I am a Rajyogi. You have the power of the Almighty authority. You have faith in Him, and so you receive success as your right. A right is attained easily. It is not difficult. Every task is guaranteed successfully on the basis of all powers. Always have the spiritual intoxication that you are a soul seated on the heart throne. This spiritual intoxication will take you beyond all worries. If there isn't this spiritual intoxication, then there is nothing but worries. So always maintain this intoxication. Be one who has received all blessings and continue to distribute blessings. Become complete and also make others complete. To make others this means to give them the certificate for a seat in heaven. Not a paper certificate but a right. Acha, you have become those who accumulate an income of multi-millions at every step. You are masters of the unlimited treasures. Do you experience such happiness? Today's world is deceitful. You have stepped away from the deceitful world. You do not have any attachment to the deceitful world, do you? To have connections for the sake of service is a different matter, but do not have any attachment in your minds. So always maintain the intoxication that you are not simple, you are not ordinary, but that you are elevated souls and that you are always loved by the Father. As is the Father, so are the children. Continue to place your steps in the Father's footsteps. That is, continue to follow and you will become equal to the Father. To become equal means to become complete. This is the task of Brahmin life. Do you always consider yourselves to be spiritual roses of the Father's spiritual garden? Roses are the most fragrant flowers. Rose water is used for so many purposes. In terms of color and beauty, roses are loved the most. So, all of you are spiritual roses. Your spiritual fragrance automatically attracts others. Whenever there is something fragrant, everyone's attention is automatically drawn to it. The fragrance of you, spiritual roses, attracts the world because it needs this spiritual fragrance. So always keep this in your awareness. I am an eternal rose of the eternal garden. I will never wilt. I will always be in bloom. Such blooming spiritual roses always become instruments for service automatically. Continue to give everyone the fragrance of remembrance and of the powers and virtues. The Father Himself has come and prepared you flowers, and so you are such specially loved, long lost, and now found ones. Acha, blessing, may you become a knower of all secrets and remain constantly happy by knowing the secret of being detached and loving. The children who know the secret of being detached and loving while living at home with their families are happy with themselves, and they also keep their families happy. Along with this, because they have true hearts, the Lord is also always pleased with them. Such children who are knowers of this secret and who remain constantly happy do not need to make anyone their advisor for themselves or for anyone else, because they can make their own decisions. So they do not need to make anyone their advisor, lawyer, or judge. Slogan: the blessings you receive from doing service are the basis of your good health. Om Shanti.